everyone. I'm hoping now my audio is loud and clear and you're able to hear me out. And welcome to Shifting Gears with Swati K. I'm back again, and today we will be talking about, or talking to, in fact, Lamborghini India head. Yes, I'm talking about Sharad Agarwal. Sharad, hi, I can see you clear,
Yeah,
and I think absolutely fine. No audio glitches, no technical glitches from either of our sides.
absolutely. I think it is clear now.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Sharad, and lovely to have you on the show. Last time, unfortunately, while I was able to understand a bit of what you were saying, uh, the viewers or the listeners would like to kind of hear it from the horse's mouth, understand what the plans are of Lamborghini here in India, what is going on, what's been the demand like, and so on. So let's start and understand from you first and foremost this lockdown period that we saw, and now as we are slowly unlocking. How were the last 4 5 months been for Lamborghini, and what were the learnings, so to say, in these months that you saw?
Okay, so yes, the situation for COVID in India still remains very uncertain. You are seeing that the cases in India are now rising at the fastest pace. We are actually clocking the highest number of cases across the globe.
Yeah.
So this remains still uncertain and challenging for us, that when do we see the curve in India flattening, and when we start seeing the decline, and hope that the situation starts reaching back to normal. So this is one challenge, but yes, we all know that from June, the government started pushing for unlocking the economy, and we have now all our dealerships, workshops, all are operational effective 8th of June. So post the unlock 1.0, we are seeing now a few positive trends in the market. I should say that yes, our after sales business is now clocking about 70 to 80% of the normal period, which is a very positive indication for the business. We are seeing that the in customer orders have started coming in post the unlock, and also we have started delivering new cars. So
Okay.
there are many positive things which we are seeing in the business. But yes, what we also have to keep in mind, that Lamborghini is about touch and feel. It's about emotions, and this is probably not the right time for our customers to actually express themselves with their own Lamborghini in the social circle, or where they want to drive and enjoy the car.
Sure,
So
of
we will
course.
see that the priorities for our customers for next few months may be different, and it will be driven by setting their own businesses in the right direction in these challenging times. But we also are sure that once we see that the vaccination is around and things start getting more positive and close to the launch on that direction, the super luxury market should rebound much more faster than the mass volume market.
Okay, fair enough. So that's the sense that you've given us for the last few months, how things were, how is it looking up, and you are kind of well prepared. You know what's happening and how you're going to take this forward. But on a long-term prospect, a good rebound is what you expect in a few months once things settle down. Fair enough. That's good news, Sharad. But I want to know and understand the way the demand for some of your products is coming. I mean, you said there are some kind of uh, already not bookings but inquiries pacing up. What's it been like? What products or what particular models are seeing a good kind of demand? Can you throw some light on that? And what geographies? Is it all across the country that the demand is the same?
Yeah, so for us, we started 2020 at a very strong note. Beginning of the year, that we launched the Huracan Evo RWD. So that helped us to start on a very positive order bank for this year. And we also know that Urus continues to be very strong in terms of its demand and desire among our customer segments. So these two models are driving our order bank and also our growth in India. And what we have seen, that despite of these challenging times, our customers have still kept all the commitments and orders. So we are not seeing any kind of cancellation in the market. So which is a
Okay.
very positive news for us. And also after the businesses have started opening again, we are receiving the orders for Urus as well as for sports cars. Okay, it is not just inquiries. Yes, we have received new orders during this period, and the order bank is coming from across the country. So I can't really say that it is the north which is responding or it is the south which is responding. I think it is pretty fairly balanced across all four parts of the country, which is again
Okay.
another positive news for us to look at the business in these times.
Okay, so Urus, you said, is of course getting all the attention, not just in India, I think all over the world. There's so much demand and excitement around it. It's pretty successful for Lamborghini to get out from its, the sports car category and getting onto the SUV setup. And, the kind of acceptance it's got, it's amazing. So tell us about the India journey of Urus so far. Recently, there was a 10,000th vehicle that got rolled out. The kind of response you've seen of Urus in India, and it continues to be that strong, is it?
Absolutely. Just to give you a perspective, since the time we launched Urus, we have delivered one Urus per week. Now, this is something which is unheard of in the super luxury segment. And today, Urus is contributing more than 50% of our business. And Urus is really expanding the, future customer base for us. When we were launching this car, we were always going to be to multiply our volumes 2 to 3 times in coming years, and this is what we have seen in last 2 years since the time we have launched the Urus in the Indian market. Plus, this is also going to drive the future growth of super sports cars, because there are a lot of people who had the desire and the ambition to own a Lamborghini, and they always wanted to have one in their life. But they had practical challenges in India in terms of infrastructure, in terms of the congestions in the traffic, and they were not finding it very practical to use. Urus is a perfect answer because you can enjoy the car in India on the highways with the family. And now when they are having Urus in the family, they're also getting aligned that they should also evaluate to have the super sports car with them, because now they are getting the perspective
The
of
taste of
Lamborghini
Lamborghini.
lifestyle. Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this is what is going to change the future perspective of business also
Okay.
for us.
Okay, so that's great news, and I think people do realize and understand, and we're seeing that in numbers. Really, the numbers are doing the talking on the success of Urus. But some people are already writing to us some questions, and I'll be taking those as well. And I would request everyone who's listening to us can share your questions. We'll put it up across to Sharad, and you'll get your answers directly from him. That'll be great. Somebody is, of course, asking whether you're looking at a showroom to be opened in Gujarat. You want to respond on that? And similar point I would like to highlight or talk to you is the kind of expansion that you've planned out for Lamborghini. You have a few very important centers or dealerships, so to say, in India. That's on a very small scale, and that's obviously thought through. But are you looking at a big expansion on that front? What's been the plan on the marketing and the distribution strategy?
Okay. So currently we have 3 partners in India: Delhi, Mumbai, and Bangalore. And we have very carefully chosen these partners because we want them to understand the long-term perspective of super luxury business, and also need to understand and appreciate that how to manage the customer expectations in a market scenario where the volumes are small, but they are spread across the length and breadth of our country. So it poses a very different kind of challenge to ensure that we are giving the quality service to our customers as per the Lamborghini standards. So we have the right partners today. Also, what we have done in recent years, that we have now upgraded the entire customer experience zone. So we have the new showroom infrastructure in place, which is giving a completely new experience to them. There is also now an ad personam lounge, which is our customization program, where customers can touch, feel the materials, and find much more options to actually feel and touch before they customize their car with us. And apart from this, we have also enhanced the workshop infrastructure, added more people. What we believe that if we look at the present business requirement, the current network looks appropriate for us, for the country. But yes, we are also keeping in mind that our business is growing at a very rapid pace in India. And at the right time, we will evaluate if there are requirements to expand to new cities and expand our network. But as of now, the strategy is to grow with the 3 dealer partners in India. And yes, at an appropriate time, take the right decisions so that when we expand, we create the same Lamborghini experience zone as which is at par with all other international standards.
Okay, so the current model stays, and whenever you feel there's an opportunity, you look at it, but nothing concrete at this stage that you would like to say. What you have is how you will further expand. I believe, last time when we were chatting, Sharad, you said something very interesting about the India story on how the demand is coming from very small towns. It's not just Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore where your dealerships are, but the demand is actually coming from tier 2 cities perhaps, or tier 3
Yeah.
cities in some cases. What's been the response on that, and are you seeing the trend continuing there?
Absolutely, because if I go back few years, these cities were contributing single digit of our business. Okay, and today these cities are contributing almost one fourth of our business volume. So this is clearly showing that there is more and more, interest which is getting generated in these markets, and also this is driven by the fact that our customers are truly global citizens. Okay, there are many people in India who are in these smaller cities, but they have businesses which has reached to the global markets. Okay, and they know what is happening across the globe, and they want to see and enjoy the best in their life. And this is what is driving the growth in these markets. From Lamborghini side also, we are taking very special initiatives to reach to the right potential customers in these cities and giving them the first experience of the Lamborghini world. And once they start aligning with our brand attributes, they want to have one in their life. So this is actually driving the future growth in these cities. And I see that this trend should continue in coming years.
Okay, this trend should continue. That's pretty interesting and amazing. The demographics that we have and the demand pattern that we are seeing. Now, some of the products that are being showcased globally, and we're very tempted to see them in real, in flesh. Perhaps people who are watching us right now would like to know, when is it that these some of these products that we are seeing globally being unveiled, showcased, premiered in the Indian market? You know what I'm hinting at. CN, for example, and Essenza. Yes.
So, yeah, so yes, if you look at the last 2 to 3 years of trend, India is always among the first few markets in the world to. And we have launched the Huracan Evo RWD Spider in the month of May. And first time we used the augmented reality technology to launch this car. And we could give a very unique and new, different experience to our customers and prospects. They could see the Huracan Evo Spider RWD in their living room, in their bedrooms, and they could touch and feel and enjoy the car in a very different way. Similarly, we have launched the Sian Roadster recently, and also the SC V12 Essenza. Now, given the current dynamics of the market and the external environment, we have to wait till next year when we start bringing some of these models, especially the Huracan Evo RWD Spider, to Indian market to showcase to customers and media. But right now, we want to keep the health and safety of our customers and people on priority. And we think that it is not the right time to actually do the on-ground execution. I do understand that Lamborghini is all about touch and feel, and we are really, really waiting for those times to come back. I think we have to wait till 21 to see that in reality.
Okay, and that's a practical way to look at things. Of course, we have to see the external environment as well. So there is a bit of a, I would say, wait before we get these cars here in the Indian market. But the good news is they're not going anywhere. They perhaps will be here sooner than later. Now, you mentioned last time we were talking about some prospects or some opportunity for the Indians to actually go to some of the international tracks that you have and drive those cars. Talk to us about that, because I'm sure a lot of us who are listening to it could be interested in it.
So the Hypertrack car which we have launched, the SC V12 Essenza, is the most powerful V12 engine car. It delivers 830 horsepower and has an excellent weight to power ratio of 1.66. This car has been designed as a track car, and only 40 of those cars will be manufactured for customers across the world. Now, this car, apart from the performance, what it delivers to the customer, it also comes with a very special program for the customers where they can enjoy this car on the select tracks across the world. And our team, Lamborghini team, is going to organize everything. So this gives them a very unique opportunity to enjoy this car on some of the best tracks in the world. There is a select tracks from the Lamborghini, and in case the customer want that, I want to drive this car on, say, for example, BIC New Delhi, Lamborghini will organize to get his car to BIC, and he just have to go and experience the car on the track. Everything will be taken care by Lamborghini. So this is also the part of program which we are launching, which will be available to people who will buy this car from 2021.
Oh, that's great. So that's good news. People, you may want to note this. And, this is a great opportunity that one could get their hands on. So you really get behind this amazing product, this mean machine, as you call it. Only 40 of these, as Sharad was saying, are being produced. So that's interesting, Sharad. Also, what is the rest of the year looking like, Sharad, in terms of any new launches or variants that perhaps you could talk to us about for the Indian market? Or you think we'll have to do with what we have right now? It's more of a consolidation setup, and we need to, basically be happy with what we have currently. Or there are surprises.
Yes. So we recently did quite a few launches. I think the whole idea is that you try and bring cars early in the year so that you can build the right order bank. And I think we have done now, despite of these COVID challenges, in an innovative way, some of the new exciting launches this year. The idea for next few months is that we need to focus on the model range what we have and try to meet the customer order bank, because there is also a big waiting which is there for most of the cars which we have launched recently. So the challenge is to meet the expectations. Yes, but Lamborghini is all about being future shapers, and we will definitely keep on bringing new and exciting products which are going to exceed the expectations from our customers, and also going to redefine the super sports segment across the world in time to come. So we will stay committed there, and you will keep seeing some exciting news from us.
Okay, so you're giving us a bit of a teaser to say there could be surprises, but largely you've done what you had to for this year. Fair enough. Also for dealerships, I want to know, all the 3 dealerships are fully functional right now. Are they operating all days? You want to tell us, and safety precaution measures that you've taken because of COVID?
Yes, so all the 3 dealerships are now operational on all days, except there are some places where we have some local guidelines where they are restricting the timings or the days. So we have to follow that. What we have also done is during these times, we have a set of guidelines which we have prepared from Lamborghini, and also aligned them with the local guidelines, because each state also and each city also have their local specific guidelines. And we have trained our manpower to ensure that we are conducting test drives, we are having cars in our workshop, so we are having business running as usual, but at the same time ensuring that we don't compromise the safety anywhere. So yes, business is completely operational, and we are seeing good positive trend there, good positive response also slowly coming from the market, and we do anticipate that it's a time when people are just waiting that let things start changing now. And once we see some positivity in terms of the right cure and the right solution, I think the market will start rebounding very fast.
Last question, want to know, in terms of the hybrid electric push that globally every manufacturer is trying to give there, and there's a lot of encouragement from the government's end also to adopt to these environment friendly technologies. What's been going on at your front? I know VW Group is a big group, and I think that's a shared mobility concept that you have. But for Lamborghini specifically, what are your thoughts on electric/hybrid setup?
I think it is definitely the next automotive trend which is going to be visible across the market, and we are already seeing the focus which is there across segments and across manufacturers, that how this is becoming important, and it is going to be the future. At Lamborghini, SAN is our first hybrid which we launched, and last year and this year we launched the SAN Roadster. And like we say in Lamborghini, that we always try to challenge us and try to innovate in terms of the new ways of defining the technology. With SAN Roadster, we, instead of going the traditional way, we have used supercapacitors, which are able to generate 3 times more power, and also at the same time 3 times less in weight when you compare with lithium technology. So this is a new way of hybrid what we have presented to the world, and what we believe that our new model range which will come in future will definitely be hybrid. So you will soon see the hybrid Lamborghinis coming out in the market from.
Okay, so that's important point you made. Hybrid Lamborghinis coming out from Lamborghini, and of course, people are writing petrol heads will never like electric. That, of course, is a fact. But as you move to the future, perhaps that's the technology that everyone will be adopting to make sure we take care of our environment as well. So, great, Sharad. It was really great speaking with you, talking to you about Lamborghini, the kind of plans that you have, the demand that is coming along. Wishing you all the good luck for the rest of the year, and I can't wait to get behind the wheels of a Lamborghini. So I'm really waiting for you to start some launches, some test drives. When is that likely to start, by the way? Let me ask you.
I can surprise you. Maybe the team can surprise you in this month also.
Oh, wow. Okay. That is a big takeaway. Thank you very much. It was lovely speaking with you, Sharad. Good luck. Thank you. Stay
Pleasure.
safe.
Stay safe, and please, to all the viewers, please stay safe, follow the guidelines, and stay positive. Good times are coming very soon.
That's a good one. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Bye-bye.